Does God exist? The complexity of our planet points to the idea that there's somebody somewhere who's actually made it. It looks as if it's designed. Now, let me tell you exactly what I mean by that. You see the tree house in the picture behind me? If I were to ask you to believe that that house just happened to be there, there was no designer, it was just some sort of accident. One day it wasn't there and somebody else came along and overnight it had happened. Would you believe them? It's like on a branch. It's a complicated structure. All sorts of things had to come together at the same time to make it happen the way it does and keep it there in the tree over that river. If I came to you and I tried to tell you that that just happened by chance, you'd think I was crazy, wouldn't you? What evidence is there around us that there's a God and that he exists? Well, one of the best examples I can give you is this banana. Now, I don't know if you ever thought of this, but a banana is one of the great examples of why we believe there's a God. Look at it. You pick it up, you put it in your hand. A banana's got 5 ridges in it. And your hand has got 5 valleys in it. Across the top, it's got 3 ridges. And across your finger there's 3 ridges. And then underneath it, there's 2 ridges, and your thumb has got 2 valleys in it. Isn't that amazing? It's as if that was made for your hand, isn't it? And then you pick it up and you think to yourself, I'm going to eat that. And you notice, oh goodness me, look. It's even got a tilt in it towards my mouth. Isn't that fantastic? Great. And then you feel the texture of the outside, and it's as if it was made for somebody to get hold of it. Look, you can get a great grip on that. That's fantastic. It's as if that was meant to be, isn't it? And then you think, well, how am I going to get to it? Well, believe it or not, somebody has very conveniently put a ring pull on the top. And you can open it just like that, and it doesn't fizz up and come all over your shirt. Isn't that amazing? That thing is packed with all sorts of vitamins and minerals and energy. Fantastic piece of food for human beings. And more than that, it's actually colour-coded for shelf life. Green, it's not ready yet. Black, too late. Yellow, fantastic. Just right. How many things had to come together at one time, by way of an accident, for there to be a banana so well designed and structured for human beings to eat? Now, okay, gotta be honest, I'm playing with you a bit. I'm being witty. Oh, it doesn't suit me. But do you see the point I'm trying to make? There are so many things in the world that we live in that speak of more than an accident causing them to be. When it comes to the possibility of there being a God, of course any evidence that I present to you could be rationalised or reasoned away, if you want to do that. I'm not sure, and certainly God isn't here trying to force things into your head or down your throat. But the point is this: the chances of us ending up with the complex world we've got, and with life existing in it, in the complexity it does, and of all the things coming together, all at the same time as the result of an accident, to make everything happen and work the way it does, the chances of that happening are about hundreds of times more remote than if I were to try to tell you that the Rolls Royce standing outside on the road is the result of an accidental explosion in a scrapyard. What are you prepared to believe? Because if you've got eyes to see it, there's evidence in the world all around you that in the beginning, some intelligent, creative designer made it. That it's not an accident, that it's not a chance occurrence. It takes far less credibility to see a designer than some big bang resulting in order out of the chaos. Let's be realistic. If you were to come into my bedroom and look around, I'm sure you'd find things that you thought should be tidier than they are. Well, there we are. Some of us are tidy by nature and some of us are not. If you were to walk in there the next day and all of a sudden everything was in its place, things were in their boxes, things were hanging on the hook, and you said, what's happened in here? And I said to you, well actually what happened, there was a nasty explosion and all of a sudden everything ended up the way it ought to be. Would you believe me? Could you believe me? There are many people in the world today who would like to persuade you that the order that we see in creation has come out of a random explosion and all of a sudden, whoosh, everything was right. Surely it's got to be worth considering again the possibility that behind the ordered creation we see there is, let's say, a God who designed it and made it and ensures that it continues to run. Now then, how do you react to that? Feel free to email me. You can contact me, simon@grace-llandeilo.org.uk. I'd love to hear from you.